Let us look at another problem. So here we have 4, bracket x minus 2 equal 10, minus 2, bracket x minus 3. I want to guess the first thing we'll be doing. You're correct. Expand the bracket. Clear the bracket. And what does it mean to expand the bracket? We simply multiply each term in the bracket by whatever is outside of the bracket. So outside of the bracket here on the left hand side we have 4. So we're going to multiply each term inside by 4. So 4 times x, that's 4x. 4 times minus 2. Remember when you're multiplying two integers, once the signs are different, meaning one negative, one positive, the result is always negative. It doesn't matter if it's the first value negative or the second value negative. Once they are different, one negative, one positive, whether the positive at the front or behind the other value. Now, over here we have 10. So we're expanding this bracket careful. We're not expanding the bracket by 2. What is outside of the bracket? Negative 2, not positive 2. Alright? So, multiplying each term inside here by minus 2. So, minus 2 times x, that's minus 2x. And, careful now, minus 2 times minus 3. Remember, whenever you're multiplying or dividing, once the signs are the same, then the result is positive. So negative times negative give you positive. Positive times positive also gives you positive. Alright? So now we need to do our grouping. So here we have 4x. So we bring forward the 4x. And we have minus 2x. So remove this minus 2x. We have positive 2x. Add 2x to both sides. So this becomes positive 2x. Now over here, we bring forward 10, and we bring forward positive 6. And this minus 8, remove it, is now plus 8. Alright? So 4x plus 2x. That's 6x. 10 plus 6, that's what? 16. 16 and 8, that's what? 24. And remember the aim of the game here. We want to have x by itself. So we need to get rid of the 6. And we can do so by dividing both sides by 6. So 6 divided by the left hand side. But remember, basic principle, whatever is done to one side, the same has to be done to the other side. So divide this side by 6. So that we are left with 1x, or just x. And 24 divided by 6 is 4. X equal to 4 is our solution. And again, don't forget, if you have time, say for example in an exam situation, and you have time, feel free to always test your solution. We are claiming that x is equal to 4. So if you work out the left hand side, x minus 2 is 4 minus 2. What's 4 minus 2? 2. And 2 times this 4 outside, that will give you 8 over here. On the right hand side, there's 10 minus, we're claiming x is 4. So 4 minus 3, that's 1. And 1 times this minus 2 outside. So we have minus 2. Alright? So x equal to 4 is the correct solution, because it gives us 8 on the left hand side and also 8 on the right hand side. Here is another one. R plus 3 equal 3R, 3 bracket R minus 5. Okay, so again, once we have brackets, first thing we want to do is get rid of the brackets, expand the brackets. Alright, so over here, we have R plus 3. And we expand the bracket, meaning multiply each term inside of the bracket by whatever is outside. In this case, we have the number 3 outside, so 3 times R, that's 3R. And then it's 3 times minus 5. Again, you're multiplying two integers, two numbers. One of them is negative, one of them is positive. It don't matter if the first is positive and the second is negative, or the first is negative and the second positive. Once one negative and one positive. Signs are different, the result is a negative value. And the same also for division. Once the signs are different, negative result. So 3 times minus 5, that's minus 15. And remember, once the signs are the same, positive. So positive times positive is positive, and negative times negative is also positive. Signs are the same, result is positive. And the same for division. Now, so our next job now is to group the like terms. So I want to group all the terms in R and group all the terms in and group all the constant. Now, it really does not matter which side you group on. But just looking at this problem here, I want to do this problem two different ways. It seems convenient to maybe group the R's on the right hand side this time. Let me try that. 3R. And bring the 3R, and over here we have positive 3. Right? So remove this R from the left hand side. We have negative for R over here. And then we add 15 to both sides. So this minus 15 is removed. And we have positive 15 over here. So we subtract R from both sides. Add 15 to both sides. Alright? If you want to look at it as minus 15, come positive 15, positive R, negative R, right? While you brought forward the 3 on the left hand side, 3R on the other side, right hand side. Don't forget, R, just as how X is 1X, R is 1R, A is 1A, B is 1B, C is 1C, Z is 1Z, and so on and so forth. Alright? So R is minus R is minus 1R. So 3R take away 1R, that's 2R's. And 3 plus 15, that's 18. Now, remember the aim of the game here? The aim of the game here, you want R by itself, so you need to remove this 2. And how can we do that? Yes, divide both sides by 2. But remember, that has to be both sides, alright? 18 divided by 2, that's 9. 2 into itself gives us 1, so it's 1R, or just R, right? So the value of R is equal to 9. And again, feel free to test it. If you plug R into here, replace the R with 9, it's 9 and 3, so the left hand side is 12. If you replace the right hand side, the R here in the bracket, 9 minus 5 is 4, and multiply it to this value outside, you end up with 12. So R is equal to 9. Now let me just do the same problem here from step 2, and let me just group the R's now on the other side. So here we had, let me just begin from, so we had R plus 3 equal to 3R minus 15. Let me just group the R's on the other side and just show you. The result does not change. So here we have R, and by the way, R is 1R, don't forget that. Alright? It's R beta. So R is 1R, right? This is R plus 3. Forgive my poor handwriting there. So R is 1R. And so 1R, we bring forward that. Subtract 3R from both sides. So this 3R is minus 3R. And subtract 3 from both sides. So you bring forward minus 15. And it's positive 3 now. Negative 3, right? So minus 15 minus 3. I don't keep the signs. It's minus 18. And then 1R take away 3R. What's 1 minus 3? You're correct. Negative 2. So it's negative 2R. So now, remember the aim of the game is to isolate R. You want R by itself. So I need to get rid of this minus 2. Which means I need to divide both sides by minus 2. Both sides. Alright. So minus 2 over itself. Anything over itself give you 1, right? So it's 1R, R just R. And remember, when you're dividing or you're multiplying, once the signs are the same, the result is positive. So negative divided by negative is positive, and negative times negative is also positive. So either way, we get the same result. R equal to 9, 9 equal R.